All right. When does the sales process feel icky or fake or kind of gross? And have you felt that either being on the one being sold to or even when you're trying to do the selling? And rather, why does it feel like that? Well, it has to do with a misalignment between the information that's being provided to the person in the decision-making process and where they are in that decision-making process. So then we want to start thinking about what kind of information and what kind of content do you want to be able to provide your prospective client or customer that will match where they are in their decision to buy process. Hi, I'm Lisa with Paraphrase Communications. I'm a copywriter and designer that helps businesses and nonprofit leaders define really strong brand positioning, develop all the brand messaging around it so that their marketing becomes way, way more effective and easy to do. And when your marketing is fun and easy to do, it means you're actually going to do it, which means you will see real traction with your income and your impact. All right, so this idea of being in a process for making a decision to buy something, I want to talk about that and dig into it a little bit more. Now, when I'm talking about buying, it could be buying a product or a service, but it might also be buying into an idea, a cause. It might be to join a membership or make a donation. Those are all various flavors of this decision to buy. And the psychology and the emotions and all of that follow that process to get to that point of making that kind of a commitment are basically the same in the various different circumstances. So what I'm talking about is called a buyer's journey. Buyer's journey. And I want to talk about the stages that somebody goes through in this buyer's journey, because it's really important to be able to provide the right kind of information to where the person is in their buyer's journey at whatever stage they are. You really want to be able to meet them where they're at, because when you do, that's when that whole process of selling something is going to feel so much more natural, so much more gentle and logical. You know, they're going to arrive at a logical decision to make that commitment to buy, and it's going to feel good. It's going to feel good for them. It's going to feel good for you. So it's just a good experience all around. Okay, so there's 4 main stages in the buyer's journey. And the first stage is being unaware. Now, I realize that seems very straightforward, but there's a couple of levels of unawareness. Yes, of course, they might be unaware of who you are, but they might also be unaware of having any sort of issue. They might not be feeling any kind of pain. Like maybe you can see it, but they can't. So that's something to keep in mind at stage 1. Then we move into stage 2, which is being pain or problem aware. So now they are feeling the pain. And it could be pain, but it might also be more of an emotional pain around the gap between where they are now and where they want to be. So, for example, let's say there's a great grandmother who wants to go traveling, but she doesn't want to do it alone. So here she is, she's here and she doesn't know how to get to here. Being able to travel independently and feel confident and good about that gap might feel overwhelming. There might be some pain around that. Let's say you're a naturopathic doctor and you work with people with adrenal fatigue. And so you've got this person here and they are feeling it. They're exhausted, they're not sleeping well, their hormones are all out of whack. So, you can see their pain, they can feel their pain. They might not know what the root problem is. So in this stage, someone might be so deep in their pain, they don't recognize what the issue is that's causing it. So one thing you'll want to do is kind of think about what kind of information can you provide them that will illuminate and educate them about what the real issue is, where the root cause is. So again, that's stage 2, which is problem or pain aware. Now then we have stage 3, which is solution aware. Okay, so now they do know what the problem is, or they're pretty sure they know what it is, and they are out there looking for the fix. They are talking to friends and family. They're asking for advice. They're asking for referrals. They're doing research online. they may know about you at this stage, but you might be one of many options they're considering. You know, one of the options might be, can I do this myself? You know, so there's one of several different things. And then they may be just now coming into an awareness of you because maybe someone referred you to them, maybe they ran across you in their research. So you have to think about that as well. So even though someone may be at stage 3 in terms of whatever issue, challenge, aspiration they have, and you know, looking for solutions, they may be at stage 1 in terms of knowing about you. So you don't want to skip the sorts of information you'd be providing them, you know, at those earlier stages, even though they're in stage 3. Okay, so again, stage 3 is solution aware. And then we have the 4th stage, which is most aware. And now they're ready to buy, but they have not bought yet. So they may need some extra encouragement to, you know, make that final decision to commit. Maybe they've got questions, maybe they have concerns, maybe they just need some kind of reassurance that they're making the right decision. So again, you'll be wanting to think about what can you do to, you know, answer those questions and make them feel comfortable and get them over the hump. Now, what's really important about these stages in the buyer's journey is just understanding what someone is feeling or thinking about at these stages. So again, you can be providing information, content that's going to be helpful and useful for them at those different stages, so that it will gently bring them along in this process to see that you have the solution that they really want. Now, I have a document that I've sort of summarized all of this, you know, what the 4 stages, what's happening at each of these stages in terms of thinking and feeling, what someone's thinking and feeling, and as well as like what kind of content is appropriate for someone at that stage. And then that leads into thinking about what sorts of marketing materials you want to have on hand for people at that stage. So I've got some ideas around that. And then finally, I also have for each stage a set of questions that can guide you in terms of the kinds of content that you're creating. So I have this document. I've got the link here in the post for you if you want to check it out. I really encourage you to. And certainly if you like it, you know, hit that like button. I certainly appreciate that. I definitely would love to hear from you if you've got any questions about whatever's on the document. By the way, this document's called the Buyer's Journey Content Roadmap because really it is like a marketing roadmap. I mean, it will give you a pretty clear sense of what sort of information you'll be providing all along the way. Anyway, go check it out. And definitely pop any questions or comments in the comment box. Thank you so much for watching.